Well, evening, world. So here I am again. I just wanted to point out some interesting stuff that I had on my mind. So I saw this YouTube commercial about Joe Biden um, rebuilding the country again and all this infrastructure and everything that he's doing. And I was just thinking to myself, like, all this stuff started before COVID. I know the federal government had given a bunch to Michigan. Blows my mind, the federal government giving money to the states to fix their roads. Anyways, so I got thinking in this, and I was like, and then this thing, even my kids, which I'm glad they both went to college. They're both, well, one's still going to college, and I still have the 8-year-old at home, but um, the big thing, and everybody's just pushing like college this and college that, and I understand about college. There's a time and a place for it, and I believe that good minds should be cultivated and go on to things like physics and mathematics and stuff like that. But like Shaquille O'Neal once said, don't let your kids go into professional sports. Don't push that on them. There's nothing wrong with doing good stuff like that and going to sports, but for the most part, the percentage of amount of people that are going to get into that kind of line of work or into a professional sport is very rare, and it isn't easy. And you see all over the internet and everything, all these 30 somethings and 20 somethings getting out of college, and they're like, they can't get a job. And I don't know the percentage. I know it's something like 76, but I know that I never went to college. I was in the military for 20 years, and every day was a lesson. Every day was a school, and you're always teaching the next generation of people up below you your job. You're teaching your replacement. Basically, what fathers should be doing to their children, and mothers too. Um, yeah, I don't really understand it, but what I do see out there is the fact that regardless of whether you go to college or not, you should already have a skill that's tangible that will allow you to be able to survive, even if that lucrative, high paying, work crazy hours job doesn't exist. Because I tell you right now, if we truly want to rebuild this country, throwing money at it alone isn't what needs to happen. Um, and going to college to learn how to be a lawyer or a marketing expert or any of those things, we already have so many of those. You know, like everything's marketed. Everything. There's lawyers everywhere. And criminal justice, and surprisingly, there's a lot of cops out there and a lot of people that went to school to become cops. And all these other things, but you don't see anybody going out there and going to school, which I know there are trade schools out there, but you don't see a majority of those people out there. And from my perspective, and I could be wrong, there isn't any young kids coming into the trades. Not like they should be. Because say what you will, whether you want to do it for everything, you can always make enough money to at least provide for yourself and your family if you have one. And Whether you want to believe it or not, Jesus was a carpenter first. Yeah, his father was a carpenter, not the Lord, his father here on earth. The man that raised him until he was capable of being who he was. And yeah, it's amazing how fast things could be rebuilt if we had more people wanting to work for good money. And you say, oh, there's so many people that work for the cities and the towns and the states and everything like that. I was like, yeah, but those aren't the people building the country back. Those are the people filling potholes and doing all that stuff like that. And basically, we are so far behind because we have no kids that want to earn a decent wage, learn a skill that isn't going to happen in 4 years. There's a lot of people out there that know carpentry and mason stuff like that pretty well at 4 years. But to be a master at that, to start your own company, all that, like it comes with a lot of work and a lot of knowledge, especially since the government's always changing regulations and making it so difficult for even a really well trained, skilled worker to do his job. And even then, you're probably going to end up getting fines and other stuff. But these aren't the people that are actually building the country. Hell, these aren't even the engineers that are designing where to send this money or and all this stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, we need to stop looking at ourselves first in this world. And this is a call out to all you young people out there. Hell, even women. I mean, I know there's not a lot of women in the trades, but there are very good women in the trades. Guess what? We need good people out there. Because if we're going to throw all this money at everything, then don't you think we should have people that know what they're doing to put it in so it lasts for a really long time? And it's really good construction used to be a standard. Now it's a fading thing, and it's not even because people aren't doing a good job. It's just because they just don't have the time or the energy to put into something like it used to be, you know? Because now everything's about how fast can we get it done, not how well we can get it done. And speaking upon myself, like, I work for a man almost 10 years younger than me. Amazing mason. Amazing guy. I owe a lot to him. And the simple thing of being able to have somebody else to learn and assist us, me and my older son, to complete our job outside of all the other things. I can't even, like, I'm in construction and I've been doing my whole life, on top of also being in the military and being a combat engineer and going to war a bunch of times and all this stuff like that. I still do not make enough money to even be able to afford a decent used truck in this market. But you know what? There's always good, healthy food on my table. And we have to work, people. You have to stop looking at how much money you can make and start looking about how much money you could make if you just got down and worked a little and earned that money. And Sorry, the light went off in the truck. Cause yeah, guess what? I'm still in my work clothes, you know, and I'm tired. I really am tired, and I like that I'm tired at the end of the day. And most nights after I'm done getting dinner and all that stuff like that, I'm out doing push-ups and exercises on my front porch in the cold. In the summer, it doesn't matter. Every day I have to do something. And if we were just to start looking at things as, hey, if we start getting back to normal, if you start getting your body back to normal, healthy, all these other things can be a plus, you know? And I'm not saying college is wrong, even though I cannot believe some of the stuff that they teach in colleges anymore. And I never really understood college, anyways, because if I want to go there for a specific thing, why do I got to take all these elective classes I got to pay for that really have nothing to do with what I'm going for? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even sure I really understand because I've never been to college and I might be completely wrong. But I know I don't see too many people, and not that I ever have. And I used to live in a small college town, actually doing the job that they went to school for. And it's sad and also very tiring because there's a lot of men, a lot of young, a lot of old men out there. And like I said, I could be wrong, but there's a lot of old men out there doing the job for the rest of the nation. And I have hope because most every one of them that I see believes in God. And guess what? Also, for all you other ones out there that really don't like illegal immigrants, and even Mexicans and Guatemalans and all those people from down south, Puerto Ricans, all that stuff like that, Cubans that come to this country illegally or legally, those are the people that are becoming Americans. And those are the people that are working hard to save this country. I see a lot of people working hard outside of the country, and I see a lot of people working inside the country. But what I'm telling you is, if you want to be able to be successful in life, work hard at something that you know you will always be able to use to support and take care of your family. You might not be in a Taj Mahal, but just to, holy cows. Sorry, there's a big old buck right outside the window of the truck. And it's about a 6-pointer. Anyways, tangent off the thing. Believe in God. Believe in Jesus. Let them show you the way. Let's rebuild this country great again. Not with money, but with actual hard work. And maybe there will be a time today when building somebody's house is worth more than the lawyer who's trying to screw you out of your God-given rights. So, I'm asking again, world. Let's get to work. Stay strong. God bless us all. Good night.